Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pim, and today I am here to do a little reading session with you. And I know that the camera is a little shaky, so I'm on my bed and we're doing a little reading sesh together. So I am just getting comfortable here on my bed with like my couch in the back, and I'm on my own bed. You can see like my pillows right there. But yeah, basically today I want to make like a video of me reading that new Hunger Games book for the first time, and yeah, just do like a little book review with you, because that's something I've never done before. This is like a real crazy review like at the moment, so if I'm like reading like some crazy scene, I will be recording that and you'll hear me screaming and yelling about something. So this is just like a little reading with me vlog, I guess, it as a mixture of like book reviews. I don't know, I've never done this before. I know that people do this, but here we go. I'm seeing trails. I already know about Leonard Dove. Wait, I'm sorry. I already know because of TikTok. No, I just saw one video, but I saw that she's somehow related to Lucy Gray. I just don't know how. Or possibly pass it on to Leonard's Dove uncle, Clara Carmine. Excuse me? No. His friend Burdock. She wasn't one of Burdock's Everdeen cousins. Oh my god. Okay, so he's mentioning this girl who's called Astrid March, arranging tiny bottles on a shelf behind the counter. A long blonde braid falls down her back. That is all I needed. Hearing that I knew. I could tell. This is Mrs. Everdeen, right? No, I'm convinced. Right? This is the part. So this is like, I'm very like early in the book. I have like this much on here, and Hamish is talking about his friend Burdock, which is an Everdeen person, because he mentioned Burdock's Everdeen cousins. So and here he's saying Burdock's nuts about her. So I try to be nice, even though he's got as much chance with her as a mockingjay with a swan. Town girls don't marry seam boys. There it is. Like, I don't know, I'm convinced. Astrid March is Mrs. Everdeen. Okay, I'm just gonna continue reading now. Okay, this is getting crazy now. This is the part. They raped Luella McCoy and Maisie Donner. And then boy number 1 was Wyatt Callow. And then boy number 2 was Woodbin Chance. Haymitch wasn't raped? How the f does that work? Oh. Okay, I spoke too soon. Woodbin Chance? He's dead. Okay. And how would they get Haymitch after that? Wait. Oh my god. I'm literally on chapter 2. Arthur Millark. Excuse me? Because I talk to fake cameras when I'm reading something so extremely surprising. But I have a real camera in front of me right now. I don't even, like... What? This is crazy. Haymitch was just dragged as a replacement. They didn't even reap him. Drusilla Sickle. I know that last name. It was... Sickle is one of the mentors in the 10th games, right? Drusilla Sickle. Though this is like 40 years after, so... But Haymitch doesn't have a good sense of... I'm guessing this could be like a relative. Could be one of the Sickle's child. Somehow. Right? No, it truly is like a Nepo baby thing in the capital as well. So, this is the part where we just got like a whole origin on the Mockingjay pin, which is exciting. They've been fashioned by Tam Amber over 30 years ago. I never saw them, but Marilee's feature a hummingbird and Maisie a mockingjay. Birds being one of the Covey's great loves. I wonder how they're gonna pull this off in the movie, because we did not have Match or Maisie.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we have another crazy review. The games hasn't even started yet. You know who's dead? Luella is dead. Because this is literally at the chariot. That's like the beginning of the story. No, and I just said I liked her.
Later.
Oh my god. What the... I just found out who's mentoring Haymitch. No, this is insane. This is like, I knew that obviously like the Victors knew each other, but like this is crazy. This is crazy. Max. Because, I knew that at one point we're going to meet, like, some crazy reference to the people that were there in the 75th games. But this is not what I thought was going to happen for sure. Like, I didn't imagine it would be Wirus and Max. Max was a bigger surprise because Haymitch himself literally like told Katniss that she's like this nice lady. So look, there's no nice way for me to say this, but this is just like so great. I remember I didn't want to die at night. I didn't want to die in the darkness. The thought terrifies me. And Max says that, so we'll ask you now, what do you want? And then there's this part about Maisie that I think is so her. Like, this is exactly what I would expect her to say, which is, she says, I don't want to beg or plead for my life. I want to go out with my head up. That's so her. That is so her. I'm really like loving Maisie and knowing she's gonna die this is gonna break me. At the beginning, I was like 5 pages in and I was already reading about Lenore Dove being a covey. And at this point, I'm reading here, and apparently this Ampert kid who's like 12, right? His father is Beatty. Insane. I'm gonna repeat this over and over. I knew I was gonna read about a lot of very familiar people, characters I already knew. But this is insane. Him having a kid that was reaped, this is the conversation that a lot of the fandoms have been talking about. His father accompanied him to the capital because he's a victor, and therefore a mentor assigned to coach his own child to his death in the 50th Hunger Games. It's because I'm being punished for coming up with the plan to sabotage the capital's communication system. I'm too valuable to kill, but my son is disposable. It's a part of the punishment, watching what are almost certainly the last hours of my son's life. They even gave me a booth in training, which mentors don't traditionally attend, so I wouldn't miss a minute. If I wasn't here to witness it, there would be no point. If I had known, I could have killed myself, and Ampert would be safe at home. That is how snow works. Like, I'm seeing Beatty in a whole new light, because like him as a character was like, yeah, sure, right? And Wirus was, I liked her like TikTok thing, because I just like really loved Catching Fire, especially with that one moment. Crazy. She's a genius, right? But seeing them like this, literally like 25 years before all the events in Catching Fire, insane. And the thing is, now this is backstory to Beatty, and literally why he just immediately said no to the whole Capital's kid getting through another Hunger Games, honorary Hunger Game thing. Like that was a crazy idea from Coin, right? But seriously, insane. And also Max, like, look, I've loved her. I do like get insanely emotional when there's like this nice old lady in movies or whatever. It's just so nice. She's just so nice, right? I mean, we hear about her, obviously her relationship with Finnick and how she's almost had this like motherly bond to him, but also her literally just standing there and Haymitch crying and hugging her after Lua's death. Like, this is just sad now. Like, this is just sad now, because all these characters I'm reading about, I know exactly how they're gonna end up, and I'm gonna cry. I love her so much. I loved her in Catching Fire when I saw the movie for the first time, because like, she's this nice old lady, what's not to love? But yes, I had the exact same thought as Candace, honestly. I was like, she's not gonna last. But I did not know how she was gonna die. The way she died was painful. Reading about her now is even more painful.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I'm reading the moment everybody keeps talking about on TikTok now. So I've been seeing a lot of spoilers, obviously, but like I scrolled past it. But the one that I wasn't able to escape was the fact that he mentioned that he doesn't drink. That Haymitch mentions in this book that he doesn't drink. I'm at this point now, and he's talking to Plutarch. He's saying he doesn't drink.
12 seconds later.
I don't know what to call this, but Snow's questions about Lenore Dove. He knows that she's Covey. He's trying to guess colors. She's delightful to look at. Swishes around in bright colors and sings like a mockingjay. You love her, and oh how she seems to love you. Except sometimes you wonder, because her plans don't include you at all. When I get excited, my Thai accent comes out. So I think that at all was so Thai. I know like my hair is like parted sideways now, but like I cannot do anything about this. I have to keep on reading. I want to frame my reaction because the next page has like a big empty space, so it's gonna be big, and I'm gonna have to read and see what they're gonna talk about. What the which my sweetheart never failed to do. He called her sweetheart. It's so cute, and the backstory is so cute. No one outside of a drunken audience at the parade and even witnessed the accident. People will believe she's Luella, especially you'll be there by her side, coaching her like the good ally you are. Perfect parent. This is torture. What the f? So I just saw a TikTok comment this morning. I saw a TikTok comment that said that like Catching Fire was like insane, but Sunrise and Reaping is like a horror movie. This is a horror movie. They programmed essentially like a robot at this point, right? I mean, she's probably like a human, but they did something to her brain and makes her fake Luella. It is currently, well, almost 4 in the morning, and I'm gonna go to sleep. So, yeah, you'll see me tomorrow. Good night. See you soon.
The following day.
Okay, so I'm reading right now, and this one little moment is, I'm just loving this one. This is just so nice of Wyrus. Wyatt is talking to Drusilla about the odds of the games, and then Drusilla asks, "What about yourself?" And he said, "Oh, I wouldn't bet on me. I simply," and then Wyrus cuts in, literally saying no. And she said, "Don't underrate yourself, Wyatt. No other tribute can do what you just did. Play up how intelligence matters. Reference me. Say Wyrus won the games last year without shedding a drop of blood. Brains matter." We don't really know her in Catching Fire. This is so new, and I'm just loving her now. I'm definitely gonna go through like an emotional roller coaster with this much left. This is how much I have left. So yeah. Okay. Another big cameo. I don't know if it's a cameo. I don't know how long she's gonna be here. But apparently one of the preps team, Porcifina, how do you pronounce that? Okay. So she has a sister, and her sister is no one other than Effie Trinket. These people know each other. That's crazy. And like in each of every, oh my goodness, they know each other. That's like a whole other level. I'm sure like the halfy shippers on TikTok would be screaming at this scene, right?
One eternity later.
Okay, I feel like I'm just like doing like a full day vlog at this point because I've been reading the Hunger Games since yesterday's evening. I have to tell you, I am not like a fast reader, okay? And I am also terrified about things easily, and fake Luella creeped me out, so I didn't continue at 4 in the morning. And I just finished my English class. That's why I'm laying here on my bed, because my back hurts. We're gonna continue the book, and we're gonna see the amount of surprise that's left for me. The thing is, I was also spoiled by a TikTok video already, so I know there's like a grave. It could be the Bard's grave. It could be, I don't know. That's the part I don't know whose grave it would be. Lucy Gray's? Guys, so I'm trying to do the math, and like, how old would Effie be? Like, I wonder how old she is, right? Because like, she's Porcifina's big sister. Do the math. How old would she be? Would Effie be a couple years older than Haymitch? Okay, so as I'm reading at this point, Wyatt is dead now. I'm not ready for Maisley's death. Wyatt is dead already. I'm scared for Maisley now. I don't even know how she dies, because I don't remember Catching Fire at this moment. I don't know if they even mention her death. At this point, I am reading. Lulu's gone now. I took like an hour and a half break because I had to talk to my parents about stuff that I cannot talk about yet. You'll see in April. But at this point, I'm actually eating my dinner. I'm also reading at the same time because luckily I'm having macaroni, so that doesn't, that's probably not, I'm not gonna spill anything over my book, right? And seriously, this is just insane, okay? Ampert's death, I'm gonna cry. I love them. I love Hamish and Maisie. Their friendship is everything to me right now. I'm gonna go insane. Maisie's gonna die. I'm not ready. I'm gonna cry. I'm not ready. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. He's talking to her here. I know, but what I'm thinking, you and me, you remember what Ampert said when you made his token. There's a long pause before she says, "Sure, I'll be your sister." Our hands reach out at the same time, claps, and then release. "Night, sis." I roll over and let sleep take me. I'm gonna cry. I love their friendship. It's so nice. I love their whole bit about Miss Donner and everything. Like, I'm sad. At this moment, it is currently 2 in the morning. This is so sad. This scene is so sad. So Maisie is gone, and Welly is near death, and Hamish is eating chocolate sponsor gifts, of course. And then he hears some weeping. He looks at Welly. She's asleep. And the weeping is actually the last person left in the games, Silka. So there's 3 of them at this point. Silka is the last person, and she's obviously a career as well. Silka crying in the middle of the night, I think, is a good way to really show the careers, because at the end of the day, they're still kids being trained to be assassin. No, because I think a lot of the fandoms have had like really like clear opinions about the careers if they're like the supervillains or whatever, but that's not how it works. They're all children at the end of the day. They're just went through like very different things, I suppose. The way you just casually read about Hamish watching Lucy Gray performing the Ballad of Lucy Gray. Literally, like, I'm reading this scene right now. God, I just realized how greasy my hair is. But seriously, this is, mind you, it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning right now, and Hamish is watching Lucy Gray's performance. It's 3 in the morning. I'm gonna go insane. This is crazy. What the hell? Hamish mentions a song that Lenore Dove plays for Burdock Everdeen sometimes. Lenore Dove plays The Hanging Tree to Burdock Everdeen.
A few minutes later.
Susan Collins. I'm actually gonna scream. I want to scream so bad, but it's 3:35, and yeah. So his mom's dead. His house was on fire. They burned his house. They burned his mother. They burned his 10-year-old brother, and literally the next day they're burying them immediately. They're all having funerals at this exact same time. Ma, Sid, Luella, Maisie, Wyatt. Burdock begins to sing in that clear, sweet voice of his. Burdock Everdeen, mind you. Oh my god, he's singing The Oh Dare Before. I need to draw like a family tree. This is confusing me. And I'm sorry, it's 3 in the morning. I cannot think straight. Wait. Katniss and Lucy Gray and Lenore Dove All of them are related, right? Your lane is snow. What the actual What the This is insane. Gumdrops. Candies. Like, this is insane. She's dead. This is it. This is insane. This is an insane way to do this. Gumdrops. Okay, everyone, we're at the last chapter, and it is currently 4 in the morning. How fun. We sent a hand, but she said I can't come to her yet. I have to look after my family. Oh my god! I first saw the girl at the hub, and she was just a baby. Bojack was so proud of her. He trotted her around everywhere. After he died in that mine explosion, she started coming alone, trading hot squirrel or rabbit, tough and smart, her hair in 2 braids, then reminding me of all the world. My sweetheart of old. And after she volunteered for the games, that nickname couldn't help but slip out. I didn't want to let them in. Her and Peter! I clocked this, okay? But one thing I clocked in my own head was the fact that at the last bit of the book, it was going to be in Hamish's perspective, but on the 74th games. I didn't want to have anything to do with their memorial book after the war. What use, what point to relieve all the loss? But when Burdock's page came up, I had to mention him showing me the grave. And I felt compelled to tell them about Maisie Donner, former owner of the Mockingjay pin, and how Sid loved the stars. Before I knew it, they all came tumbling out. Family, tributes, friends, comrades in arms, everybody, even my love. I finally told our story! She's not an easy person. She's like me, PETA always says, but she was smarter than me or luckier. She's the one who finally kept the sun from rising! The end. It's 4 in the morning. I'm not joking here, okay? Okay, I can't. Wait. It's 4 in the morning, and I'm gonna... What? I knew the last chapter was gonna mention Katniss and PETA by name. This happened. I'm gonna go insane. What?